DC here. Hi guys and gals. Hey, I hope you're well. It is Thursday. Yeah, I didn't do a video yesterday. I often do a video on Wednesday, but we had guests over. We had two couples that were over, and we made a cheese raclette. If you've lived in Switzerland, or if you've visited Switzerland or what, you know what it is. It's a kind of melted cheese which you scrape the melted part off and you put it on potatoes and you eat it with pickles and stuff like that. So, well, it was good. It was good, and we did it the traditional way. So, meaning that it wasn't like little, of course, if you don't live here, I guess you don't know what the non-traditional way is, but it's squares of cheese, which you put in little pans and you heat them and melt them that way. And the traditional way is you've got like a half wheel of cheese and you heat that. That's the way we did it. So yeah, it was, like I say, it was fun. If you can see, actually, nothing except for maybe if you can see the mountains far off. Let me see if I can I zoom in? Oh, I'm not going to. The mountains are far off and they've got snow. But over here in the plain, nothing. It's actually quite warm right now. It is 8 degrees Celsius. So 8 degrees Celsius is it's warm. It's a bit warm for the season. So of course all the climate people and all of them, they're environmentalists and everything, they're going nuts. When we had colder weather, nobody was saying a thing, but now they're all going nuts. So anyway, but it is true that it's not very cold for this time of year. We're like the mid-February. So how was your Valentine's Day? Yeah. I kind of smiled because I saw a little cartoon somewhere. Somebody said, how was your Valentine's Day? And the person answered, it was a Tuesday, wasn't it? And the person said, yes, I work on Tuesdays. So, you know, that was it. And I realized that I didn't work on Tuesdays, but you know, I can't say that we really did anything particularly special. I got some flowers for Mrs. DC. I didn't get any chocolate. She told me she didn't want chocolate. She didn't mention that for Valentine's, but she did mention it. She didn't want chocolate right now. So I thought, okay, I'll get some flowers. And yeah, we had a small meal. We were going to do something else, but we realized that we just had too many leftovers. Were good leftovers, so we said we're going to not worry about it and have a nicer meal, which was like the next day, was yesterday, with friends. Yeah, so that was it. I did get a little bottle of bubbly though. I got a bottle of Prosecco, like a half bottle, like they call it. So it was just the right amount for the two of us. Yeah, well, there's a person sitting on the bench over there. Yeah. I was talking with, well, we had, like I said, two couples over. One of them was one of the pastors at the church, and the other one was an elderly couple that sort of the godparents of one of our sons, and they're in their early 80s. So, you know, they've been retired now for a while. The others are about 5 years younger than us. So, you know, it's amusing. Like everybody is, it's like when you get around that age, people start talking about things like the elderly couple. Well, they're like slowly getting into the, well, can we say it, the last years of their life. We don't know how long it'll be, you know, when you have a few health problems. And but it was a thing that we discussed. It was interesting, was like the notion of time. And how, you know, time just seems to fly by faster and faster. And I think everybody knows that. And as you age, it doesn't seem to go any slower. Yeah, but I think just we are slower. But I've discussed all about that before, so won't get onto it now. Yeah, next week we're off on a vacation. I did mention that the last time, but oh goodness, I gotta pack. And it's different, like, you know, when I pack and go off to Ireland, I know exactly what I'm going to do, more or less. I know what clothes I got to bring and stuff like that. This time we're going like with the grandkids, with my son, and you know, I got to get into my mind that we're going to do some sports stuff. But what? Maybe we'll do a bit of sledding. Maybe we'll do a bit of skating. And, you know, playing around. But it's not going to be in our apartment. So we're renting an apartment for a few days. Comes out quite a bit cheaper than a hotel. And, yeah, you know, making meals and stuff like that. So it's a vacation without being one. It's like Mrs. DC was saying. It's nice to be at the hotel. It's nice to be in a apartment with a room with real beds. Well, I mean, you know what I mean. Where it's going to be bigger. But we've decided, you know, we're going to make meals, just basically save money, because we're at Saas-Fee, and Saas-Fee is it's a very expensive place. Well, is any place in Switzerland not expensive? But that way, you know, we can, you know, make nicer meals, and it's easier with the kids. And I've realized also that my daughter-in-law enjoys it much more in that type of setting. You know, if the kids want to get up when they're finished, it's no big deal. If you're in a restaurant, it is. Anyway, and I thought, you know, we probably going to let them, the younger couple, go off, you know, and maybe do something in the day, so the grandparents will have the kids. Yeah, it's part of that. I was going to say part of the aging thing. But over here, I don't know what it's going to be like, because over here it's Carnival Week. And if I was, and I should do that, but you'd have to go look on some of my older videos where I've, you know, filmed the carnival in Basel and so on. And it's quite amusing. But usually that's a week where people get disguised. I don't really know if we will. I think I'm not going to bring disguises as well. If I was here, I'd have some. I probably won't bring disguises over there. Maybe a few masks. That might be an idea. But I don't want to scare the kids. But if we're a bit lucky, maybe that part of the country, because Carnival, again, Switzerland is rather special. There's different times for different carnivals depending on where you live. So maybe they'll have their carnival. And if they do, well, hopefully I'll be able to take a few pictures or a bit of video and see. Oh goodness, 8.5 minutes, and I've just chatted along like that. Yeah, so just chatting and walking. Nothing special, really. Just, you know, my life. Yeah. Oh, I do have something though this afternoon. I'm looking forward to it, actually. Yeah. This afternoon, I'm going to take part in a webinar. And it's the group I used to work with, part of them, the group I used to work with in Ireland. So it's on the microbiome. And so it's like a webinar where they've got invited guests and panels and different topics, like, you know, the mood, your mood and the microbiome and stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to that. I mean, this is the type of stuff I was working in. And yeah, I still do miss it, yeah, in a way. So, you know, I registered. I'll just be like I was just going to say, I'll just be there and listen and watch and enjoy. Yeah. Oh, I've talked more than long enough. DC signing off. Take care, everybody, and have a good Thursday. Bye-bye.